Listen, the Washington Mystics just put belt to ass on Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. Sonia Citron was out there cooking with hot grease. Stir the pot, stir the pot. Keep cooking, Sonia. That was a show.
On paper, Angel Reese had one of the best nights of her rookie season. 22 points, 13 rebounds, another double-double to add to the streak. But the scoreboard told a completely different story. The Chicago Sky didn't just lose. They got humiliated by the Washington Mystics, 103-86. A 17-point beatdown that exposed everything wrong with the team and raised a disturbing question about their so-called star player. Is Angel Reese actually making her team worse?
Let's get it! Burn! Lack of awareness combined with a lack of ability to jump. Not great! Burn!
Me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow, me bow.
Yeah! Again! Do it for me. Me bound! Burn!
For weeks, fans and analysts have argued over Reese's impact. Supporters point to her relentless rebounding and hustle plays, calling her the future of the league. Critics point to something else entirely: the losing streak, the blown coverages, and the games that get out of hand while she's still on the floor. It's no longer enough to just put up numbers. Those numbers need to translate to wins. And so far, they haven't.
6 for 16. Shot 35%. 22 points. 13 rebounds. Got to the free throw line multiple times. 11 free throws for Angel Reese, but the bloopies were blooping, and oh boy, here we go. All right, we go. Right. Easy open layup and a stoink right off the bottom of the backboard, and we're just asking for a foul. We're asking for a foul. We throw the ball off the bottom. That's like the bottom side of the backboard. Asking for a foul. No foul to be given in this current point in time.
Angel Reese is racking up double-doubles like it's her day job, 11 straight to be exact. But behind the numbers is a brutal truth. Her performance is not translating into team success. Against the Mystics, she shot just 6 for 16 from the field. That's under 38%. She picked up 5 fouls, missed open layups, and clanked multiple easy looks off the bottom of the backboard. It was the kind of game that made even the announcers laugh, literally, and not with her, at her. The camera didn't need to zoom in on the scoreboard. The body language said it all.
New strategy, team. Angel, keep doing your part. Everyone else, go rebound her misses. Burn! If she keeps missing layups at this rate, she's gonna be serving buttermilk pancakes at Denny's. Butter? Did somebody say butter? Butter pecan! Burn! At a certain point, you just got to applaud greatness. A me-bound on her back? Are you kidding? Bang! Simon says, give me another pray-up. How about it? Bang! She really hit under the basket on a layup. Get this girl GPS. Bang! Everybody get up on your feet. It's time to meet and greet the most underpaid athlete. Bang!
Chicago's defense was non-existent while Reese was on the floor. Washington scored 52 points in the paint. That's not a typo. 52, with Reese anchoring the interior. She was on the court for 28 minutes, and during that time, the Mystics looked like an all-star team. The Sky were supposed to lean on her for toughness and rim protection. Instead, they gave up one of the worst defensive showings of their season. Fans watching at home didn't see leadership. They saw confusion, broken rotations, and a complete lack of defensive presence.
Listen, man, Kiki Area Fan got the better of her today. 22 points, 10 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 14 shooting. Man, Kiki stirring that pot on Angel today. Listen, the Chicago Sky are trash. And Washington Mystics, you are a 500 team fighting for the playoffs. You are scrapping to get into that playoffs, and I respect it. Led by 2 rookie all-stars. And Angel Reese had the nerve to say they have the best young core in the league.
One play changed the entire tone of the game, and it didn't involve a highlight dunk or a clutch shot. It was a taunt. In the first quarter, Washington's Shakira Austin drove past Reese and scored easily. On her way back down the court, she casually flashed the infamous too small gesture. It wasn't subtle. It was a calculated move, a direct shot at Reese's defensive ability. And it happened on live national television. The commentators were caught laughing on air, then suddenly remembered they were on broadcast and awkwardly tried to reel it back in.
First of all, we all know the Indiana Fever had the best young core in the league with Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark. Forget young core. That's probably the best duo, period. So during that whole thing, when she said, yo, we the skyscrapers, best young duo in the league. When she said that, I told y'all, we all knew CC and AB was better. That's not even a conversation. I said, wait a second. Are y'all sure, Angel, are you sure you and Camila are better than Sonia Citron and Kiki? The last I checked, the Washington Mystics had 2 rookies that made the All-Star team. And boy, did they show why today. They took this matchup personal.
If you've ever questioned whether moments like this affect a player's reputation, look no further. That single taunt instantly became a viral moment, replayed and reposted across every social platform. It wasn't just about the bucket, it was about what it symbolized. Shakira Austin didn't just score, she made a statement, and Reese had no answer, no comeback, no rebuttal on the court, just a shrug, a jog, back on defense, and another reminder that dominance isn't measured by rebounds alone. And speaking of rebounds, now's the time to act. If you're finding value in this breakdown, take 2 seconds to like the video, drop your take in the comments, and subscribe to the channel. We're building a community here, and your support helps push real basketball conversation forward.
Spins on Reese, comes back. Yes, off the window. As she's saying, too small on the way back. Very subtly so, but she had the hand.
While Reese was trying to maintain composure, 2 Mystics rookies walked onto the court and made history. Sonia Citron dropped a career-high 28 points. Kiki Iriafen added 22 points and 10 rebounds. These weren't bench players catching fire. These were rookies, and they completely outplayed the veterans on the Chicago Sky. It wasn't close. They didn't just show flashes of talent. They exposed the lack of defensive resistance coming from Chicago's interior, led by none other than Angel Reese.
Kira Austin going at him. Everybody's just going at him. The Chicago Sky are food. And I mean, it's just embarrassing to the point where it's like, as a Sky fan, y'all are probably happy y'all lost by less than 20 points today. And that is embarrassing. That is ridiculous. Y'all getting popped, bro. Y'all not just losing. Y'all getting smoked by 20 and 30 and 40 and almost 50. Bro, y'all are terrible. Something has to change. Something has to change.
For the first time in franchise history, 2 Mystics rookies scored over 20 points in the same game. And they did it by attacking Chicago's paint over and over again. There was no adjustment, no answer, just layup after layup. The box score didn't just favor the Mystics, it embarrassed Chicago. And worse, it revealed that Reese's double-doubles might be coming at the expense of actual team performance. Because when rookies walk in and dominate your front court, the problem isn't just talent, it's system failure. And in this case, Reese was right at the heart of it.
Listen to this. We have the commentators that are actually laughing at this.
To be able to attack and finish inside, and Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it, blocked. Give this one to...
We have commentators laughing at this.
Washington has done that incredibly well so far.
Reese missed the first one, still with it, blocked.
They realized that they were laughing and then quickly stopped themselves like, oh, I can't laugh. I'm live right now. I can't laugh. I'm live right now. Let me, let me get real serious real quick.
Then came the aftershock, not from a player on the court, but from a legend off it. 3-time WNBA champion Candace Parker ranked Angel Reese a C-tier player during her podcast Post Moves with Aja Wilson and Aaliyah Boston. She didn't sugarcoat it. Parker praised Reese's hustle and rebounding but said plainly, she can't carry a team. The internet exploded. And Reese? She fired back, not with performance but with a tweet. Clout is one hell of a drug.
Angel Reese went home and got cooked in front of everybody. She played a good game, but her team got destroyed. This team is pitiful. Pitiful. And the sad part is, it's not like they have anywhere to turn. Ariel Atkins didn't play today, but she ain't been winning them no game. It's not, they have nowhere to turn. They went and made moves in the offseason as if They had a team to go out and win games and try to compete right now. Going and giving up your young draft pick for Ariel Atkins, going and getting Vandersloot, who's hurt. I mean, I just don't understand the direction they thought they were going in. But this has been malpractice from the management to the coaching to a lot of these players. Terrible.
That post said more than she probably intended. This wasn't about basketball anymore. It was ego versus legacy. Instead of taking Parker's critique as motivation, Reese treated it like a personal attack. But here's the thing, Parker wasn't hating. She was analyzing. Breaking down what separates players who fill the stat sheet from those who actually lead teams. When Parker asked, "Who are you taking Angel Reese over in this league?" she wasn't being petty, she was being real. And Reese, rather than stepping up on the court, chose to go to war on social media.
All of you all that are gonna go home and write a biography on how wrong this is, you guys can kick rocks. What's up, fam? Candace Parker here. I'm gonna do a tier ranking of WNBA players. I'm gonna try.
Reese's cryptic tweets and reposted fan edits only made things worse. While Parker delivered facts and tier breakdowns, Reese doubled down on the narrative that she's being hated on. But this isn't high school drama, it's the pros. When you're seen as the face of a franchise, every weakness becomes magnified. And the problem isn't that Angel Reese lacks talent. The problem is that she hasn't shown she can lead. Stats are one thing, but basketball IQ, leadership, and adaptability? That's what separates all-stars from role players.
And Cameron Brink, I think, is, the unknown. So I put Cameron Brink on the C level, I think, just in terms of her kind of showing glimpses of what she's capable of. I think WNBA, with the space and her length and versatility, she's going to be able to have an impact on the defensive end immediately. Then you got Angel Reese. I put her right at that C level.
While Reese spent the week retweeting jabs and cryptic quotes, players like Caitlin Clark, Aja Wilson, and Aaliyah Boston were busy making their teams better. They aren't posting vague tweets. They're posting wins. Clark completely transformed the Indiana Fever's culture. Boston holds down the paint with presence and professionalism. Meanwhile, the Sky are getting cooked on live TV, and the only response from their star is passive-aggressive social media shade. At some point, you have to ask, what's the priority? Playing the game or playing the algorithm?
I think in terms of being above, you have to be able to have the ability to carry a team, be a 1 or 2 option. I think Angel Reese is fantastic at her role, which is offensive rebounding. She showed and demonstrated so much growth in that first year. I think that this is my tier.
Look at what Caitlin Clark has done in Indiana. She didn't walk into a super team. She joined a franchise that was struggling to stay relevant. And in just one season, Clark turned that team into a contender. Her leadership elevated players like Lexi Hull and Kelsey Mitchell, turning role players into key contributors. She shares the ball, reads the floor like a vet, and adapts mid-game. There's no social media drama, no cryptic tweets, just high IQ basketball and a team-first mentality.
We have her reposting this. I'd be mad too if a girl who was beautiful, rich, famous, rich and famous, lifestyle of the rich and the famous. They always complaining, always complaining. Shout out to Good Charlotte, man. They were a quality band. They were a quality band. And well liked among her peers, comes in, breaks my records, gets promotion, brand deals I couldn't get, and then has the audacity to steal my vet. I'd be bitter. Uh-oh, Angel Reese reposted that. And then Angel Reese puts out her own tweet. Clout is one hell of a drug. Like, it really gets to a point. Oh, shots fired. Shots fired.
That's the kind of energy Angel Reese was expected to bring to Chicago. But instead, we're seeing an over-reliance on rebounding stats and a media brand that overshadows the game itself. Clark isn't demanding the spotlight. The spotlight follows her because she wins. She makes everyone around her better. And that's the difference. Reese puts up numbers. Clark puts up results. There's a reason one is in highlight reels, and the other is still fighting for playoff relevance.
Asia Wilson, reigning MVP, couple Defensive Player of the Years, 2 championships. If there was something higher than S, I would definitely put her up there. But Nafisa Collier, she's up there with top tier with Asia. Just her ability to play on both sides of the ball, pump fake, she's gonna make you choose wrong. I know you guys are gonna say I'm biased because I'm putting all 4s at the S, but the 4s run the league. Don't ever forget that. Brianna Stewart, the versatility, reigning champion from last year. She's got 3 of them things. I don't think there's any debate with that.
The uncomfortable truth is this. Angel Reese's double-doubles don't mean much if the team keeps getting blown out. The Sky are 7-19, sitting near the bottom of the league with no real path to the playoffs. And each game makes it more obvious. Stats without wins are just noise. They might look good on Instagram, but they don't earn banners. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston are building something that lasts. Their teams are winning, their games are improving, and their names are becoming synonymous with leadership, not just clout.
This is where it gets tricky. Caitlin Clark is at an A level. I think in time she's gonna raise up to that S, but in order to put her at that level, she's gotta have a couple more years. So I'll put Kelsey Plum at the A level. 2-time champ, now took on the challenge to be #1 option in LA. I would say KP is definitely in that tier. I would love to put Sabrina Ionescu in that A range. She got that elusive championship. She's one of the best shooters in the WNBA, if not the best shooter in the WNBA.
So what kind of player do you want to see lead your team? One who dominates headlines or one who dominates the floor? That's the question Angel Reese has to answer. Not to fans, not to Candace Parker, but to herself. Until then, the double-doubles will keep piling up, and so will the losses. And if you made it this far, you're exactly the type of viewer we need around here. So hit that subscribe button, like the video, and tell us in the comments, is Angel Reese helping or hurting the Chicago Sky? You already know. We'll see you in the next one.